Hi, my name is Sebastian Garcia, student of the Multimedia Engineer at the UNAT, and now I want to talk about the phase 4, implementing optimization fixes. So in this phase we are implementing or solving the issues that we found in phases before. So this is my project. The first issue I want to talk about is I can show my project before. My project has a problem with the agenda loop, so I want to fix that. To fix that, the first thing I can do is improve the mesh. We can use the vertices and triangulate the mesh. So I use Blender, and with the help of some modifiers like triangulate and decimate, I use the vertices, the verts and the triangulates. I can show a comparison, the before and after. Before has 2000 vertices and 3,500 of triangulates. Now have 1040 vertices and 2600 triangulates. So after I did that, I go to Unity and I replace the mesh with a new one. I have now the prefab of the player. We can see is the optimized mesh, and I found that the normals of the mesh before have some issues. So here in Blender I fix it. The second thing I do is I change the acrylic illumination lights to baked lights. So I create the lights of the scene, and now is baked light, so they don't consume that much because I don't need it. Now I configure the cooling of the project and the occlusion. I can show you the occlusion, and now the Unity only renders that the point of view of the player. So if don't need the mesh before behind him, Unity don't render. I can show you. Here in my menu, I start the game. Now if we go to the occlusion settings and in the scene, we can see that Unity only renders that the player see. This way we can improve the render loop. I did that using the inspector of Unity. I changed some options, and another thing I do is I batch the objects like the walls and these things. I batch it together so they don't draw calls every object. I can show. Here I have this was the draw mesh before, and this is the draw mesh now. The Unity batch the items together and they don't have too much draw calls. That was one of the issues. If we start the game and we go to the analysis profiler. We can see in rendering the draw calls. Now we only have 20, and before I have like 45, 50 draw calls. Another thing I do is a moment is the clipping of the weapon of the player. Here in my camera I create another camera, and I make this new camera render the weapon over the UI. So this way the weapon don't pass through the wall. I can show you. This was the before. The pistol passed through the wall, and now the pistol and now the pistol don't pass the wall. I fix some issues of the script, like the double camera thing and the double audio, and that's all. I'm going to start the game, and we can compare with the performance before. Okay, so I play the game a little, and I use the profiler, so we can compare the before and after. So this is the after, and we have, for example, the player loop is in the peak agreement are between 1 ms. Now we have only one camera render because I fixed the problem, and this is practically the same as before. Like this peak was 0.84 EMS, and the camera is the same basically, but the render loop we have 8.36 EMS, and now we can have only 3.35 in this point, and we have, for example, here 2 ms, 2 ms. So I think we can see the difference between the before and after. So that the only thing that I can improve now is some little things on the scripts, but I'm working on it, and I think the next phase is about that, because for example we can change the sync bars to hooks with mirror, and some little optimize on the scripts. But that's all. Thank you so much.